What's the word, y'all? It's Silent, the Big Bang Boom, back with some more information. Uh, Peace to the ones out there that's in tune with who they is. Um, yeah. Today I'm gonna be talking a little bit about, you know, people, right? And words, people's words, right? You gotta understand, in this life that we live, a lot of us are mentally uh, imprisoned in our own minds. A lot of us don't know how to be honest and be truthful with ourselves. So when we don't know how to be honest and truthful with ourselves, it causes us to be unhonest and untruthful with others because we're not the same to ourselves. See, what you become is how you treat yourself. If you treat yourself a certain way, you're going to treat others a certain way. If you treat yourself like shit, you're going to be shit. If you treat yourself with dignity and respect and honorship, you're going to treat other people with dignity, respect, and honorship. So it all starts from you and how you treat yourself. If you don't treat yourself like anything good and anything helpful, useful, you ain't going to be able to be like that towards other people. This is why you have to understand psychology. Psychology is very important because it allows you to understand people and know when they full of shit and know when they telling the truth. Right? For me, as a man and as a person, I ain't no dumb motherfucker. I could act like I don't know what's going on, but I know what's going on. I'm just not a reactor. So I don't react to shit like other people. See, a lot of people are just reactors. Nigga, I'm not going to let you get me out my way because I just have a lot of self-discipline and self-maturity. I'm very mature. I'm not an immature motherfucker. So for you to get me out my way, you got to really do something. Something really disrespectful. Because I don't care about words. Right? It's a form of action and physical touch. But I don't care about words. Unless it's something that's just out of line to where it is not necessary. Right? But I'm not a reactor. That don't mean I'm a bitch or nothing or I'm weak. Hell no, I ain't never been weak. I never been that. But it's just I'm just not gonna react like other people's shit because certain shit just don't need a reaction. You know what I mean? Most motherfuckers that react, they be scary anyway. That's why they react so quick. But anyway, I'm not a reactor like other people. So I can tell by a person's demeanor and how they carry themselves, rather if they full of shit or not. I can just tell by looking at you. Like I could tell a corny motherfucker when I see one, just by the way you talk, the way you do things. I can tell, right? Because when I see that you're not truthful and you're not honest, then my perception of you is gonna change because I know what type of person you is. So therefore, I'm not gonna take anything you say seriously until I see you do it, because I know that you full of shit. Right? These are the psychological signs that we don't pay attention to with people. A lot of people are naive, right? So what is a naive person? Someone that's naive is someone that believes in what anybody say, right? So if I tell you the grass is gonna be purple tomorrow, you probably gonna believe me, right? Because I probably told you it was in the news and they putting out information. You probably ain't even gonna go look it up for yourself. You just gonna go off my word because you just naive like that. You can easily be moved by people. You just naive, right? See, that's one. That's a person that's not aware to people's words and how they could make you believe in they shit by the way of their posture and the way they present their information. You can't be naive. You got to look at people for what they is. You can't just go off people's words because a lot of people lie, right? For me, as a person and as a man, I don't like liars. I don't like people that's not honest because I don't feel no reason to lie. Why do you have to lie for? Ask yourself, what's the purpose of lying? Because what does it serve? You tell somebody you're going to do something for them and you never do it. What was the point of you even telling somebody you're going to do something for them and you didn't have to say nothing. But you volunteer to tell a lie to say you're going to do something for somebody and then you don't do it. You just look like a goofy. Because now that person probably was depending on what you say you was going to do for them. Now you don't do it. Now they looking crazy. Because they relying on, or they probably never asked you. You probably just volunteered just to do it. But then you don't do it. That's just some shit you don't do. You might as well shouldn't have said nothing. But you get people out here that are liars, like to lie, because they are afraid to tell the truth because they don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I'd rather you tell the truth rather than lying. Who gives a fuck if you hurt somebody's feelings? Because here's the thing. People think if you tell the truth, you wrong, you gonna hurt somebody's feelings. No, you hurt somebody's feelings by not telling the truth. However somebody take it after you told them the truth is how they take it. They just too sensitive. Because you did what you were supposed to do. You did your job because you told the truth. You didn't lie. But if you lying and you ain't telling the truth and you holding the truth out, then you wrong. But if you tell the truth and you didn't leave them out, you good. However they take it is how they take it. Right? But people get so used to lying and get so used to telling the bullshit that it just becomes part of their everyday life. Some people out here are really great at lying. They great. If they had a motherfucking sport in lying or a tournament, you would have a lot of motherfuckers that would be champions, world champions, medals, belts, because they good at they shit. They mastered it. They know how to lie and they know how to make that lie seem believable. But I see right through it. Because by your actions and by your body language, I can see that you're not even believing in the shit that you're saying. But a naive person gonna believe in anything you tell them because they just too naive. They not aware of nothing. They just too innocent in the mind and they don't think that people have any bad in them. So you can tell them anything and they gonna believe that shit. But I ain't gonna believe it. I don't believe in what nobody say. I don't believe anybody's words until I see it. Because a lot of people would tell you shit. Right? You know how like you can be listening to a song, like some gangster shit, and them niggas be in there talking about how they kill motherfuckers, and you can just tell like that nigga ain't really about it. He just saying that shit just to sound cool. It's like that with people. When people tell you some shit, you can tell just by the tone and motherfucker lying. You could just tell. You could just tell that motherfucker lying like a motherfucker. That motherfucker's not telling the truth. But it's like, why you have to lie? What's the purpose of lying for? There is no purpose in lying. Because it ain't benefiting nobody. It ain't even benefiting you. Because eventually, somebody gonna find out the truth. Eventually, about you. So you might as well just go ahead and come out and say it. That's the most corniest shit to me. Like, a liar is the most corniest person to me. I don't understand it. I swear I don't. Cause like I said, people be saying they grown. Oh, I'm grown. I pay my own bills. I'm grown. That's a necessity. Being grown and being mature is a mindset. A necessity and a mindset, that's two different things. Two different things. Being grown, right? Being a full grown up is being somebody that can hold yourself accountable for the shit that you do and for the way you think and the way you look at the world. If I look at the world in a shitty way, I have to be accountable for the things that happen in my life, because the things that happen in my life is all based upon how I see the world. So if ain't nothing in my life going good, it's because of the way I'm thinking. That's why you have people that do different shit than you got average people. The average people, they are responsible for the way their life is. They want to be average, so that's why their life is average. But then they have moments where they complain and want their life to be different. Well, you got to change your mindset. You are responsible for how your life is. You have to take responsibility for that. Anything you choose to do for yourself is your responsibility. Okay, so if you wake up today and say, I'm going to run 7 miles, you responsible for running 7 miles. Ain't nobody else tell you to do that. You did it on your own. So you responsible for getting up off your ass and running that 7 miles. It's all on you. That's your responsibility. Right, so when I look at maturity, I look at someone that is responsible, someone that is honest. A motherfucker that don't lie. That's what I look at. I don't give a fuck about the other shit. Cause you got a beard and all that. That don't mean you grown. That don't mean you a full adult. That don't mean nothing. Just cause you got a job don't mean you a grown adult. That don't mean that. That's like a necessity. That's not nothing that's really tampering with some real life shit in here to make you become a better person. Cause you got motherfuckers that got jobs and they're still fucked up people. You got motherfuckers that got money that's still fucked up people. So that it ain't like that really makes you what you is. We be thinking that make you so. That don't necessarily make you something. That's a necessity. Get into the reality of shit. That's the shit we don't be talking about. Right? Sitting around calling women bitches and whores and shit all day. Thoughts. That's immaturity. Because, yeah, you do got some women that are thoughts. Yeah, you got some whores. You do got some. Of course. But not all women like that. By you calling all women that means you believe that all women is whores. All women, but not all women like that. It's just your personal choice. You got choice A, you got choice B, then you got choice C. A lot of motherfuckers want to pick choice A, but they don't want to pick choice B or C, right? Because A and B may got something in common, but C, that's the one that stand out. You know what I mean? Because then you got choice A, them the ones that let you have your way. You could do anything. Right, then you got choice B. You probably needed some financial earnings in your life, and then they let you do what you want to do. Then choice C, that's the one where they don't care about your money and what you wearing. They want to see where your mind at, where you are as a person. And that's the one don't nobody want to choose, because it's gonna have to challenge them to be somebody greater than themselves that they probably don't have in them. You know what I mean? So that's why you have, these people that be saying this shit about, the women, the females and shit, because of, how they are. You know what I'm saying? They be saying all this shit, but they fucked up the damn self. You know, man. But yeah. This is what it is though when you talking, on this type of info. You know what I mean? You can't believe in people's words. You can't believe in what people say, because a person will tell you anything just to, get you out their face, or just to keep you at a place to where they can control you, or have a relationship with you, right? Because certain people in life, if ain't nothing going good in their life, then they don't have nothing to be motivated for. They don't have nothing to keep them going if ain't nothing going good in their life. So in order for somebody to keep you on the up and up and control you for something, they're going to have to keep telling you shit that you want to hear. Because they know that's going to keep you around. But the whole time they lying, though, because they ain't putting in no action to the shit they saying. You know what I mean? Because, when we speaking on a universal standpoint, everything takes time. So if a motherfucker say they going to do something for you, but it don't happen the same day, that don't mean that they lying. It's just that, over the course of time, they got to get what they got to get to give it to you. So you got to understand that as well. But if it just don't never happen, and you see that they intention ain't even in that no more, and they just move on, it was just lying. You know what I mean? But at other times, it's because, the universe, nothing always happen in the same thing. Everything has to, run its course sometimes, and shit like that. But never just believe what anybody say, because a lot of people tell you a lot of shit that they don't mean. Man. A lot of people ain't honest. The most honest people be kids. Kids is the most honest people. And the reason why they honest is because they still pure. Right? Ain't nothing really happened to them. Right? They ain't experienced any trauma yet. Because every child gonna have to endure some form of trauma. Because that's just the type of world we in. And it's all as a part of your spiritual path. You gotta experience some trauma to, allow you to develop spiritually. Because it's all a part of your shit. Right? So, a kid is the most honest person. They don't lie. If they are not comfortable around you, and they don't really feel a good energy from you, they gonna tell you. Unapologetically, they gonna tell you they not comfortable around you. They gonna tell you. Just real shit. And when a child is comfortable around you, you gonna know they comfortable around you, because they gonna do shit that let you know that they comfortable around you. Like one of my neighbors, he got a little son. every time he see me, he be waving and speaking to me. And one day he was outside and I was outside cutting grass, and most of the time I be jogging every day. Well, not every day, but mostly every day I be jogging, and he see me outside cutting grass, and he start imitating me jogging. So he started jogging from one end of the block all the way back to the other end, jogging like he was me. And it caught me off guard, cause we love the kids, the guys, we love the kids, so seeing that just let me know where I'm at as a person, and the way I carry myself, people can see that and respect it, but that also lets you know that you here to be a teacher for them, to be a leader for the kids, you know what I mean? So that's something that I look at and I can smile at, because, that's what it's about. It's about the kids. It's about the children. It's about, being here for them. Making sure that the kids is understanding the truth. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But yeah, they gonna tell you the truth though. Them kids gonna tell you the truth. They ain't gonna lie to you. That's why grown folks be, oh, no, they just didn't say that. Oh, no, yeah, because they gonna tell your ass the truth. They'll tell you, they'll be like, you lying. You be like, no, I ain't lying. You lying. Because you lied to it. You be like, oh, get the fuck out my face. You mad. You mad because they telling the truth, though. See, that's the thing. When you hear that truth, when a motherfucker telling you the truth, that's when you get mad. No, don't get mad. Just be like, yeah, you right. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't got the guts to accept when a motherfucker know they full of shit. You know what I mean? And that's what it be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, it's just some information I was just dropping earlier today, about people, so yeah, that being said, just silent the big bamboo, and I'm out. Peace.